I got the mind of the twower, a wower, riding non-stop fire, 'cause I am a prizer, and you're gonna see my score go higher, higher than the last.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Swag Twow, round 6. Happy Canada Day, everybody. It's a beautiful day outside, but first we swag and then we twow and then we Canada Day later. There are so few people left on these grids, and I don't feel like redoing any of these because I personally find it very funny looking at all of the dead people here. Cocaine Addict has some things to say that have been redacted. They are your president of the Swag Twow. Ceiling Fan still doesn't want to say jack shit. Chad GPT is saying some definitely AI bullshit. I forgot to black out DJ D Jonathan, but I don't know. I didn't read what DJ Sharpnel said this time, so I don't know if it's like bad, but I just saw the end of it and it said, yep, you guessed it, I'm gonna become an alcoholic. So that's not great. For Pavor sent a lengthy apology. Unfortunately, most of it got blocked by the person below them. You can read that later, though. Swag Twow wasn't ready for a female president. Yeah, I don't think they were. And Jerry Mandarin is also the prime minister of a country of 2 people. Congratulations. Moving on, Live Laugh Listerine gave their list of favorite things, which include mouthwash, toothpaste, toothbrush, and mouthwash. Mazrock 9 is apparently the real Mazrock 9, which is really interesting. I did not know that he was still around. But that's pretty awesome. Holy shit, that's a lot of text there. Yeah. I don't know what to make of these. I had to cut off Propulgaze's confessional. It's just purple all the way down. I agree with Robin Cool. Let's go, Curacao. Unfortunately, I don't think they made it. I'm not actually sure. Timu Discount is plotting a murder right now, which is scary. And this one's interesting. But Topsy has a hunch that Trojan is Green Tree Mom and decided not to post it in the Theory Crafting channel. So that's very interesting. And Truth Acorn just said, I know who you are, which is ominous and scary and ominous. Moving on, Twort made an apology. I have no idea what it was for, but they made a whole ass. Reed said Trojan would never be responding how Green Tree Mom be responding. Okay. Twort sent a whole ass apology. I checked it. It is quite literally like 15 pages of text. It's crazy. And ea-nasir gives a little fun fact about where they came from. Very cool. Very fun. And now we have an announcement from the president of Swag Twow, Cocaine Addict. Of course, we see the Laotian flag there because that is where they are from. What do you have to say, Mr. President? Windings should become an official language of LARP Twow. That's right, this is your new law decreed by the president. This applies to confessionals. If you wish to follow the new law, you must do your confessionals in Windings. Now, this may be overturned by our group of other prime ministers here, Timu Discount, Mazrock 9, the Bilster Gaming, who is now stepped in, and Jerry Mandarin, who is also now stepped in. If you wish, you may send me your vote. This may be overturned. But if 2 or more people agree to it, then this will become the new official language of Swag Twelve. Moving on. Oh yeah, there's also a bunch of little fan arts this time. There's so many more this round. It's beautiful. If you want to make one, there's a farts channel. Yeah, English will remain an official language, but, you know, to be a proper president, just like in Canada, you have to speak all the official languages. You won't have to respond in Windings, because I don't want to deal with that. Moving on, let's listen to some music. Let's put some tunes on. So you all gave me a song, and you all gave me a song based on my playlist. Now, this was a very traumatic experience for me. For those who know, the music was really bad. I mean, I gave an average of 5.25 out of 10. But there were so many songs that I hated. And the way that your boost will work is that if you get above 5 out of 10, you will get a boost. And if you get below 5 out of 10, you will get a penalty. So if you get 6 out of 10, you'll get plus 1%, all the way up to plus 5%. And if you get 4 out of 10, you'll get minus 1%, all the way down to minus 5. So let's see the playlist. Starting off with the only 10 out of 10. I'm actually very surprised that this wasn't already in my playlist. But Yeast Mode is the one coming up with a 5% boost. Some other good 9.5s here. Moving down, we see Melvin with another 9.5, and we're already dropping pretty far. I think anything above 8, I would consider, like, you guys definitely tried hard. You guys definitely looked carefully. We're gonna drop. Why is 8.5 below 8? I just put it in the wrong order, and I didn't want to fix it. Moving down here, we're gonna drop below 5 out of 10. A lot of TikTok songs around here. Very much TikTok songs. I'm not going to go over every song now because I did write comments on the sheet. But yeah, moving down to a TikTok song are songs that are used in TikToks. They're like TikTok audios. I don't know what they are because I'm not on TikTok. I know what Dissolve is because I listened to that song in like 2012. I know what Glimpse of Us is because I listened to Joji in like 2018. They're okay songs. Moving down, I sound 39. Fuck you. You are older than me, you fucking uncle. Okay. Below 5 out of 10. Yes, there is a song on here which you might be surprised about. It's overrated as fuck, so that's why I gave it 4 out of 10. Yup, fuck you. I think it's mid as hell. I think it is mid as fucking shit. I don't like Porter Robinson. I gave it 4 out of 10. It's only minus 1%. But it is remarkably uninteresting. Now, the bottom 2 here. The bottom 2 here. One of these is just a song that's weird. The other one is the LARPing Tombstone. I think Ceiling Fan just wanted a challenge. And you might be surprised to hear this is not the lowest score. Yes, I gave a score below a 0 out of 10, below the LARPing Tombstone, because there was a song that made me so mad. This song pissed me off to a degree unimaginable that I have never experienced in my life. This is some sort of bullshit mashup. I'm not even going to put the name of the song on here because I don't want people to listen to it. It's like the worst mashup I've ever heard in my life. And if you submitted any individual song from this mashup, you would have at least gotten a 3 out of 10 probably. But instead, I'm giving you a negative 1 out of 10. Negative 6%. I'm sorry. But unfortunately, that's how it has to go. Okay. Enough about songs. It's time for the quiz. Time for the quiz. Okay. So, you need to just not get last place. That's all. Just don't get last. Now, I'm not going to say who I am, but the more and more questions that come out, you may or may not start to have an idea of who I am. So let's start. What country am I from? This one, if you've ever seen my Steam profile, you might be able to figure out. It's Seychelles. I think Seychelles is a beautiful country. I think it's very funny. And for a long time on Steam, my username was Seychelles. A lot of people got this right. Very many people got this right. And of course, Trojan did send out his whole thing with answers. So, there's going to be a lot of similar answers. I'm assuming he had Seychelles on this one as the answer. But here's another thing. Trojan was completely wrong. Not a single one of the aliases he gave you was the correct one. So, was I excited for Larptois? It is unknown. It's unknown if I was excited for Larptois. No one knows. And this is where immediately you can see things have gone off the rails. Things have gone completely off the rails. Number 3. Did I score above 40 out of 50 on the color quiz? Okay, this was a weird one because I, like me myself, me the real me, took the color quiz and got above 40. And for some reason, I decided to tell the person who I was pretending to be to also do the color quiz, and they got below 40 out of 50. So, this one, both of them are correct. So I avoided this question. You all got it right. Congratulations. Number 4, did I attempt to divert the train? Yes, I did attempt to, because I realized that if I didn't, that would cause a lot of pain and suffering upon people. So here's how the standings look now. You're going to start to see these people up here at the top. These 6 are going to start grouping up, because a lot of them got things right. Number 5, was I a W LARPer or an L Chud? Obviously, I was an L Chud, because of course I picked that one, because it's funny as hell. And there are only 4 people now with a perfect prediction. Only 4. And a lot of people currently in the death zone. Number 6, what stage of friendship would I be with my LARPsona in real life? My real true answer is I would get drinks with them. I probably would. They seem like a fairly chill person. And a couple of people, Mike Ramsey, Evil Furry Visurian, got out of that death zone. You're now 1 ahead. Number 7, what scoring range did my burger place in? I got a modest 3 to 6. Because Cheyenne gave me a 10, but Gap gave me a 0. And a couple more people, Balloon Door and Melvin, now escape the depths of the 1. And we now have 4 people who are at the bottom here. And the same 4 people are still at the top. So, 7 for 7? What do you mean drinks at 20? Bro, I had drinks at like 18. Do I know? No, I don't know. And yeah, very unfortunate that so many people picked yes, but no, the answer is no, I do not know. Number 9, will I vote into a government position? Nope, I wasn't. And we might as well also check off, no, I am not the president of Swag Trial, I am not a cocaine addict. Every single person here answered that, except for ChatGPT, who put yes, unfortunately, and now you have become in the death zone as well. Number 11, how many rounds have I prized in? Now this is the part where I think you could get all of these right without knowing who I am, because I'm fucking goated at TWOW. I'm so good at this game, I've prized in 3 out of 5 of the rounds. And none of you had any faith in me. What the fuck is this? All these zeros? All these ones? Are you kidding me? What are we even... What the hell? The only person who had any faith in me was Windows Salesman, who put 4, because the other 3 just figured out who I was. Anyways, how many rounds have I won? None. I haven't actually won any rounds. I almost did, though. If I was able to vote, I would have won a round. This is the truth. And this one, more people got right. But that's okay. We now have 5 people in the death zone here. I think I mentioned that already. And we see a couple more people drop down to 5. There's a lot of people at 5. A lot of you are in danger. Number 13, is my average standard deviation above or below 27? I am notoriously controversial when it comes to responses. In just about every single TWOW you will look at, I am above 27% average standard deviation, which a lot of you missed, unfortunately. But Newton did not miss, and they have escaped the death area. Congratulations. Is my NR standard deviation above or below 23? It is below. It's below. I don't know. I was pretty consistent. And Twort has now escaped the death zone as well. And now it's down to 3. Number 15. Is my verbosity average above or below 84 characters? It's below. I'm actually surprised by this one. I would not blame you if you put above, because usually I am above. But in this case, I was below. I think I forgot to put in the points for one of these questions, but the 4 at the top should be at 15 out of 15 right now. Number 16, what column am I in the player grid? Column F. This one was just completely random, but yeah. Yeah, Bromy, I was planning on revealing that I was in Mass Trial in like round 2, but that happened to take a really long time to come out, so that's why we're doing it now. Yeah, still about the same. Number 17, what range is my NR average in? 75 plus, because I'm freaking awesome. Still at 17 out of 17 for the top, and still at 4 out of 17 at the bottom. Now, number 18, this one's weird, okay? A little explanation here. The answer to this was 1, but in the middle of responding, I said my alias a second time, and I didn't realize. So, for some people, the correct answer was 1, and for some people, the correct answer was 2. So, because I don't want to reveal when people responded to the form, some of these are 1 or 2 good, and some of these are 1 or 2 bad. And it's just gonna be that way. And unfortunately, Pork Roast must have done something wrong because they got it wrong, but unfortunately, it wouldn't have mattered anyways, so it's all good. And Robin Cool escapes the death zone. It is now down to just 2, ChatGPT and Lucalizer. They have 2 more questions to get right. And this is an important question, alright? Who am I playing under? Now, I saw a lot of names go around. One very likely name was Izzy, because Izzy is a friend of mine, and they don't TWOW very much at all. I saw Kenzel going around. I saw Not a Donut, because I was just revealed to be playing as Not a Donut. But all of your theories are wrong. The actual answer is Bromy. Yup. I don't think anyone expected this one. But Bromy, I saw, was saying that they were going to take a break from TWOWing right as my season was starting. So I was like, you know what? This is a really good opportunity. So yeah, only 2 people got this question right. A lot of other answers here. Someone answered Alias Exeter, who is dead, and someone answered Goobry, who is me. So, interesting. And this is where our streaks finally end. We see people put Izzy or Not a Donut, because this one you couldn't exactly know. And now, finally, what is my alias? You may have noticed that there was a book missing from all of these quizzes. There was someone missing the entire time. And that was me, because I didn't want to do the fucking quiz. The entire time, I have been Topsy, the former frontrunner of Swag TWOW. That's right. I was popping off. I was doing a great job. In fact, it should have been incredibly obvious, because who the fuck else would submit a response about poop? Excuse me. Anyways, that's enough of this. Unfortunately, ChatGPT and Lucalizer are dead to this quiz. Which is very unfortunate. I think Churchman was telling people that it was ChatGPT who was the alias. And all those people happened to live. So congratulations, you lived. ChatGPT actually died from this, which is tragic. And yeah, Topsy is now out of the competition. You're welcome. They were kind of cooking. Anyways, thank you to our Many super voters. We're still staying above 20 VPR somehow. It's a miracle. I don't know how. But yeah, thank you, Sable Ital, Kenzel, Number Gamer, Not a Donut, Maz, J Dude, Vizuriant, Cloudy Skies, Blue Gelatin, Mama, Raziki, Jack4, and Octoman. Artie, you will know who those two are very soon. So, meanwhile, in China, oh hey, it's Jerry Mandarin. What's Jerry Mandarin doing in China? Yo, what the fuck does that say, Jerry Mandarin? What are you talking about? Well, actually, that's not Jerry Mandarin. That's Jerry Cantonese. Yep, because the winner of this round is Timu Discount, who said telephone relay race. With 1 billion speakers, Jerry Mandarin's understandability defeated Jerry Cantonese. Now, I was confused by this because don't people in China speak both Mandarin and Cantonese? Aren't those both like official languages? I don't know. I'm not Chinese. But congratulations, Timu Discount. This is your second prize of the season. Now, it is a very low score with boosts. There were boosts and penalties, so it kind of makes sense. But Timu Discount only got 68% raw. So, and that was the winning response as well. I think this won in raw. So, very low scores. I'd also like to say that this prize zone has 5 people in it. And in total, before this round, these people had only prized twice collectively. That's right, only 2 prizes collectively, and Timu Discount was one of them. So there's only one more former prizer in here, and they've prized only once before. So very new group of prizers here. This next person is breaking their consistency streak. It's Pork Roast, who lost by 0.01%. He's talking about Green Tree Mom, asking husband father time. So this is crazy. This is some crazy lore. This means that Green Tree's dad is Father Time. So Green Tree literally is a demigod. No, actually no, this makes sense because Green Tree was like a god of Twao, right? So this makes perfect sense. Whoa, Mazuak, calm down. Not top 2. It's okay. There's plenty more spots to go around. And that's why. Oh, just kidding. You're not actually coming in yet. In 3rd place is talking about Mazuat. Mazuat's Doom postings beneficial across differing activities. Apparently, you get 1st place off of Doom posting. Don't fucking Doom post in this trial though, because it will piss me off. And rounding out the prize zone, I don't have any more comics for you, is Finny and 4 Pavor. Another new prizer, and 4 Pavor, who was prized only in round 1. Who won round 1, actually. Both of these were great. I really liked the Timu Discount response. I thought it was funny. And 4 Pavor, I thought that was Little Luigi when I first saw it, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, moving down the leaderboard. Jerry Mandarin, who was the subject of the very first response, comes in at 6th. Actually, all of these people are members of the parliament, which is very interesting. Talking about window salesman, ceiling fan, and another 4 Pavor response. And we dropped down to 56%. Yup, it's crazy. 3 more people here. Another similar Timu Discount response from 4 Bed, 3 Bath. DJ Sharpnell's writing is fire. And it's true, they prized this round, they got 3rd. And Not a Donut was talking about Spain as the race location, which gives 4 Pavor an advantage. Moving down, we see 3 potential frontrunners here, with Use Mode Mazuat, the alias, and Newton 12.5. Joe is months ahead with day month. Interesting, a little bit of information there that not everyone knows about because not everyone is checking the channels, which you should be doing. And we're almost at the danger zone already. Balloon Door is talking about how Joe is very light, and Joe places right next to them talking about cocaine addict and reenacting MK Ultra, which is kind of crazy. And Frufflegaze I have no idea how this got above 50%. Talking about sacrificing Green Tree Mom's newborns and a little bit of Happy Mother's Day for no fucking reason. But hey, you lived. And the last screen here is talking about a whole lot of Temu discount. Actually, no, only one Temu discount, but they are mentioned in the other one as well. And new 12.51 and 12.5 seconds. Jerry Mandarin exploited the goalpost. You can say Windows salesman got robbed, but also they lived, so it's perfectly fine. Now, onto the danger zone. As you know, we are doing a race today. It has been a race. Now, these last few people are going to be racing across the Goiki Canal. The rightmost dot is 50%. The leftmost dot is 30%, because most people placed around that area. And in the middle is around 40%. So, starting off with Ceiling Fan in alphabetical order. Redrawing the race's boundaries, gerrymandering got everyone disqualified for going out of bounds. Another gerrymandering response. Not about them being Cantonese, though. And it placed pretty well. This is looking pretty safe. So good start from Ceiling Fan. Now, ChatGPT is dead already, but the deaths from the quiz are going to take place after the deaths from the main round. Let's talk about Finny's name change, which embarks transitions. Fun fact, Finny does still go by he, him. Just putting that out there. But, hey, you placed pretty alright. You placed pretty alright. I'd also like to say that I forget exactly how many people there are in this round. I think it's 36. Typically 7 people would die this round. But as you know, Swag Twow, or LARP Twow, does not abide by the typical 20% rule. It's you get a 20% NR penalty. And 8th place this round would have gotten exactly to the decimal point 20% in NR. So subtracting 20% from that gives you 0, which means it's actually going to be 8 people who die this round. I think it's 8. I'm 99% sure it's 8 who die this round. So, 1 extra person is going to be dying than you would expect. So just look out for that. Moving on, Green Tree Mom talks about Green Tree Mom. By writing about myself, I'm the first person to finish. Now, this is an uncharacteristic Green Tree Mom response because it's not talking about any bullshit. And you place directly on Dream Island. Oh no. That's not looking good for Green Tree Mom. Live Laugh Listerine says anonymous races lack rules, allowing doping. Cocaine addict abuses drugs. I do really like how you spelt cocaine addict as though it was just any old cocaine addict and not the cocaine addict. You know, we also capitalize the G in God. Capitalize the A in addict, pretty please. Oh, and because of that, you placed right in the middle. All right. That's Gorov's your favorite persona? Dude, me too. Me fucking too, man. I'm sad as hell. I mean, they're not dead yet, but like, dude, they have a child and everything. Like, what the fuck? Lukalizer, who's also already dead, said fittingly 4 bed, 3 bath. The house always wins because their beds outnumber drained baths. And I have no idea what this means. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means. But I think Lukalizer is dead, guys. I don't think they're coming back from this. Marble Race Fan Epic, who we know is Cool Gamer 707, because they DNP'd, but they did still submit a response, so we might as well look at it. We talked about how Not a Donut moves wicked fast. And unfortunately, you would have lived if you did the quiz. So, yeah, that's just about at the top. Melvin451 said, place red herrings at junctions. Foolish competitors steer astray, ensuring fishy victory. This is a pretty smart response, you know? But it would be... The unfortunate thing is that I don't think people in this trial are the brightest people. They might just see the fish and like eat it or something. And you placed right on the border of Goiki land, or so. I don't know what it's actually called. Is it called Yoyland, or is Yoyland just the city? Someone younger than me, tell me if I'm right or not. Poo Toilet said, Mike Ramsey the Fourth has a motorcycle. Do you have a motorcycle? No? This was my favorite response of the round. And I am so glad to say it did good enough, probably. It did good enough. I'm very happy with this. I'm very happy that this could still do pretty good in this trial. And you might have noticed we have now revealed 8 people. We have now revealed 8 people, so we are going into sudden death. Starting off with RG, who said, decoy contestants confuse swimming competitors. A red herring. There's no fish here? I kind of get where it's going. I don't really understand the dialogue, but another red herring response. RG like red herring. It's true. And, ooh, that is not a good placement. You are currently safe. Lukalizer is dead. But we already knew that. And moving on. Green Tree Mom has a ways to go here. Gerrymandering redistricted race lines. Finishes required passing border security, causing hour-long delays. Okay. Interesting from Robin Cool. Interesting. I don't know what redistricted means. I think he meant redistributed, or maybe I'm the stupid one. But you placed perfectly fine, and oh my god, is that a lava tsunami eating up, incoming towards the Goiki Canal? Are you kidding me? What in the fuck? That's terrifying. Poo Toilet is safe. Now onto the Billster Gaming, who said, Yeast Mode. Combining powers with their twin Beast Mode. Yeast expanded exponentially, engulfing opponents. Yeast Mode has a twin called Beast Mode. That is crazy. And guess what? You placed pretty well. You're not safe yet. Robin Cool is safe, and unfortunately RG has been swept up by the lava tsunami. Next up, employ cracking and packing strategies. Gerrymandering easily dominates their congressional race. Guys, is this a real thing? Is cracking and packing a real thing? I don't know. But what is cracking each other? You're right. And somehow Live Laugh Listerine is in danger despite being at like 40%. And where will Truth Acorn place? Ooh my god, that is terrifying. You are currently safe. For now. Cracking is splitting the opposition, packing is grouping them all together. So you're splitting them and then grouping them together. So your crack, okay, I'm gonna stop talking about that now. The Billster Gaming is safe. And Live Laugh Listerine has died. Moving on is Twort. Windows salesman breezes through glass bridges, just like Squid Games. Slowed competitors excruciatingly map unstable panes. And then we talk about some X's and O's. People are saying Twort no. Is Twort gonna die? Is Twort gonna die? Not yet! Twort is not yet dead. I believe Ceiling Fan is safe, and unfortunately, Melvin has passed away. Yes, it is getting that close. It is getting close. There's 3 more safe spots. 3 more. And third to last is Urkelbook, who said, saliva output? Urkelbook fills buckets from reciting facts with dribbly nerdy lisps. Someone said, who is crazy enough to make a response about Urkelbook? Well, it's Urkelbook themselves. Is that not insane? You need to beat like 43% to live right now. And you have scored, unfortunately, right in the lava tsunami, which means Twort is safe. Next up is Zombies, who said red herring distracts others, causing fishy false start disqualifications and slow starts. Okay. Now, ChatGPT is already dead. We know this. This is a fact. But could they have been theoretically safe if they did better on the quiz? Or will zombies pass them? The answer is no. Zombies places right down at the bottom in the lava tsunami. And Truth Acorn has been on the cusp of it for a while now. It's terrifying. Truth Acorn is not dead yet. No, Truth Acorn is still alive. I specifically did not want to cover all of Melvin because Truth Acorn was just that close. Now for the final response. From ea-nasir, who said, for Pavor, Hispanic stereotype confessionals attract racists, providing them with training partners. What are we talking about? What the hell are we talking about? So, this was not trying to be controversial, but you put the word racist in your response. How much nuance do you think the TWOW community has the time and effort to think about? And you've placed... What? It's right on the line. I have no idea if that's safe or not. We gotta enhance. We need to zoom in more. I can't really tell. Is that on it or is it off of it? I think we need to enhance one more time. God, it's so close. I can barely tell. Can we enhance one more time, please? Wait a second. Is that what I think it is? Oh my god! Holy shit! What the aura? ea-nasir's fucking surfing down the lava. He's fucking safe. He beat it by a hair. It's incredible. Unfortunately, Truth Acorn passes away, but by a hair, ea-nasir lived with a racist response. And here's the results. Now we can see the actual scores. It wasn't actually that close, but it felt that close. It really did, looking at the votes come in. I'm not gonna lie. I'll send that image later. And yeah, here we see the bottom. ChatGPT should be highlighted yellow. They did die. Alright. Now it's time to see who actually died. It's time to see who is really dead. So I'm going to turn this on so I can go to the sheet properly. Alright. Alrighty. Let's find out who has died. Yes, it was a 3% gap, but I really wanted to do that image. It was funny to me. Let's start with last place. Someone who, I'm very sad, has died here. It's Number Gamer. You did good this round, this season. You did just about as good as last season. You got a prize, I think. It's pretty cool. 35th place is Uxo. Very unfortunate. And now this next one's very interesting. Because if you remember Topsy's confessional, they said they revealed something about a contestant. And as we now know, Topsy was me. So could that be the truth? It in fact was the truth. So Trojan has unfortunately gone in 34th place. Which is probably the most sad death of the season so far to me, because I will really miss your fucking bullshit responses. And there's still more deaths. 33rd is Springy Mint. I'm very surprised that Springy Mint was not caught, because last season they also went on a ridiculous streak of not prizing but doing really well, or just like generally doing that good. Yeah, someone said Trojan would never respond like that. Well, 32nd is Neon. It was a pretty cool efficiency streak. Yeah, no one played in the last season of Swag Tower, you're right. 31st is Antartichoke. This one's funny because a while ago Trojan was like, Artie, you're Live Laugh Listerine because they're last in NRs, and then just happened to be right. And these next two make me very sad. But 30th place is Visurient, and 29th place is TB.wave. This is tragic to me. I was really hoping you guys would make a deep run. You guys got very close. And, I mean, 29th is still good. but you just fell a little short. Alright. Now for everyone else. For everyone else, ea-nasir still is fucking alive. Still is alive. And, okay, well, that's not true. Let me fix this real quick for you guys. Voy, unfortunately, gets 28th place. Very sad. This is a former alumni death. Former Swag 12 alumni. You did pretty good, though. I'm very sorry that you had to die. And now, oh, Twort lived. Twort, no one's getting Twort right. No one's getting these guys right. Moving up. We already know Cool Gamer was dead. Is anyone gonna die? Also, yes, Izzy is through round 6. That is true. Izzy is alive and well. That is crazy to me. They did not get guessed this round. In fact, no one got guessed this round. Again. I did say that I wasn't going to increase to 30% because I don't want to, but we'll talk about that later. Anyways, onto some statistics. Despite not prizing, again, Mazuat is still front-running. Oh my god. Even when it's a fucking alias, this guy is still fucking front-running everything, man. Like, are you serious? You gotta be kidding me. But things have gotten a little bit closer, I guess. Still really Mazuat and use mode at the top. And at the bottom is Not a Donut. Despite having 2 back-to-back really good rounds, they are the efficiency champion somehow. So, yeah, great job. The highest standard deviation is technically still Green Tree Mom, but since they are dead, it is now Joe who is overtaken. Courtesy of 3 rounds over 30%. But the most controversial response, of course, was the racist response, which had 36% standard deviation. And we see the least controversial is still Newton 12.5. Although Mazuat is starting to encroach on that. As for the most verbose, Twort is the fattest one here. Great. Cool. And the most concise is now Balloon Door by a lot as well. Like, what the fuck? That is a pretty large margin. The most consistent is no longer Pork Roast because they managed to get a good prize this round. It's now Mazuat who takes the lead. And this one is not a surprise at all. Robin Cool, of course, is still... I don't understand how this is even possible. Like, I have not seen 40% standard deviation after 6 rounds ever in my entire life. Maybe in EWOW, I don't know. And now, the average correct predictions. What's it gonna be? There were a couple predictions this round. How much did people get right? What was the average? Guys, we can't be doing this. Guys, we can't be doing this, man. It'll be above 1 next time. Bless you, Trojan, for making people die. Anyways, that's it. That's the round. That's all I have to say. I've been talking nonstop for like fucking hour. It's okay. You know what? I don't expect people to be guessing a lot of stuff right. At the very least, you guys have been switching up your guesses. You guys have been putting in the effort. I appreciate it. All right. I think eventually, coming soon, there will be a round where people start dropping. Remember, ea-nasir got last place, pretty much. That means all your predictions are wrong. All of them are wrong. You gotta switch. If you have whoever you have on ea-nasir, you gotta switch it up. This is why, as well, more people should be submitting full predictions. Because when you submit the full predictions, you're gonna see what you got wrong, right? Who was guessing ea-nasir? Literally no one. Only, like 4 people submitted full predictions. Anyways, that's all. That's all for this round. Happy Canada Day, everyone. And yeah, goodbye.